Mustache itches. Was what up, Tyree, King of Monsters, Christian, Rick, Jamie, Crash, Derek, Chicks, Mel, Starlet, Buffy, Axon, Zom Squad in the house. Boogie, boogie, hedgehog, boogie, boogie, hedgehog, boogie, boogie, hedgehog, boogie, 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 hedgehog, boogie, hedgehog, boogie, boogie, hedgehog, boogie, hedgehog. What's going on, everybody? What's up, Baraka? What's up, Steve? What's up, Silence, Cam? So today, welcome to the latest edition of Theory Chat, a last-minute 11 p.m. late-night stream. I didn't think I'd be able to do it. I worked all night. I didn't sleep last night because I was up at 6 tweeting about this. And then I have to be up at 2, so I did take like a 1-hour nap, maybe like 40 minutes in between the two. I had to make a video, and then I have a real job, and I don't know when I'm going to sleep because I've still got at least 4 more hours of work left. But after my job tonight, I drove home, and I don't know, I got pumped up for Resident Evil. So, Theory Chat somehow is going to happen. And this is going to be a little bit different than the regular episodes where we have like 70 slides. We're going to do that probably tomorrow or over the weekend. Tonight, we're just going to go through almost like a preliminary thing just to look at this stuff because I really didn't have 4 hours to put together everything and the computer's messing up. But we'll go through all the gameplay for today. We'll kind of watch it and then stop and chat and stuff like that. And that rhymed. So that's cool. So let's stop hearing that song. Thank you. All right. So look, it's me and it's Kat. We're both on the same screen. Hi, Kat. How's it going? Hi. Oh, that's cool that we're both on the screen. What's up, Leo? What's up, Kels? All right, stop. Turn that off. Okay, so this morning at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Capcom TV played the first ever gameplay of Resident Evil 3 live. And they played about 20 minutes-ish. And yeah, my title doesn't say it's new gameplay, right? So they played through about 20-ish minutes and revealed a bunch of stuff. I did a video, so go check that out. But we'll talk about all that stuff. I hope I don't forget it when we go through this. And then Kat played for the official Resident Evil at 2 p.m. today. And basically the same stuff, a few new extra things. And I challenge any of you out there. A lot of the people who complain about how she got hit by zombies are like usually play it in their basement for like, you'll buy Resident Evil 3, you'll play it in your basement for 3 straight days, and then you'll be like, Mom, come down and watch me. And then you won't get hit by a zombie and your mom will be impressed. Try doing it before the game comes out in front of 7,500 people. And videotape that and send it to me, and let's see if you can do that without getting hit. So that's what I have to say to you people. Anyway. Like, I do this thing. She's been doing it longer than I have. And some of these Theory Chat episodes, there's a lot of people in here, and my hands start to sweat, and I panic. And you guys have seen me play. I'm no good at games. But I'm especially no good when I start to panic. And, yeah, 7,000 people, good Lord, I'd be sweating. My hands would fall off. The controller would break. It'd be crazy. Anyway, so don't give her a hard time, because your boy Barry would have been hit even more. Yeah, a lot of you gonna practice the dodge for a while secretly, and then you're gonna live stream it. So, all right, Jason with the $14.99. Great stuff, Barry. Glad I could catch the show tonight. Also pre-ordered my copy of RE3 today. Hype is real. Nice. Let's get some hype in the chat for Jason. Yeah, this is later than usual, but you know what? Let's do it tonight because the gameplay just came out. It's fresh. And then the other thing that happened today was there's all these channels. What's up? Anthony, Axon, and Tam, the Zom Squad. There's all these channels that all they do is they take this gameplay and then they immediately download it and immediately re-upload it and pretend like it's theirs. No commentary, no edits, nothing. And so luckily I posted my video at like 8 a.m. and so a lot of people got to see my video. That was the analysis on this. And then people just started basically YouTube is now flooded with all this other gameplay. And now if you like, I don't know if other channels did it. I'm sure maybe Let's Talk Resident Evil or something, or Residents of Evil. I don't know if they did the like a commentary or whatever, but it's probably just gets washed away from the stupid people who just take it. And I started a fake channel last year. It got 2,000 subscribers within 1 month, and I was so mad at the people who just copy the thing. I just copied their idea and it worked, and then I deleted the channel because I was so infuriated that it worked. But anyway, some of you watch this channel that have your own channel that all you do is copy and paste other people's stuff. That's cool, bruh. Let's watch some of this. That's not the right computer. All right. So we'll have her talk. Nice. I don't know. I'm going to mute it, maybe.
Currently, we are at Redstone Subway Station. Let's walk over here and pick up.
Okay, so the first thing you see here is the knife. This is the first reveal we get of the knife in action. So here are a few of the things about the knife that you got to know. Number one, Resident Evil 2 Remake had a knife, and it sucked because it broke, and then you found like 100 knives, and then they broke. That was the number one thing that sucked about Resident Evil 2 knife. The number two thing that sucked about Resident Evil 2 knife is on the PC. Basically, there was some kind of glitch where you could like kill a boss in like 3 hits with the knife, and instead of banning the knife from speedrunners were like, this is fun, and then they were like, keep the knife in the speedrun. And so basically it's a bunch of not as skilled speedrunning. Obviously they're really good at everything and they would have figured it out, but if you're trying to play through the game on your PlayStation and then all the PC people are like, hey, you should play on PC, you can kill with the knife. Like, no, how about you play on PlayStation for real instead of cheating with the knife? Anyway, I didn't like the knife thing. It was annoying. So we're hoping that they fix that. And so the breakable part of the knife no longer breaks. And that's good. And the reason that the knife doesn't break is because the developer, I believe it was the director, so this 4 Gamer, it's a Japanese or Chinese, I don't know. I think it's a Japanese website. They interviewed the Kawada and the director. I don't know the director's name. I'm not sure the director's name. And they said because the action's gonna increase and because there's more. They didn't say because there's more zombies. They said because the action's increased, and I say that means there's more zombies. That's why they couldn't have the knife break, because there's too much action and you need the knife. But are people even gonna use the knife? All right, let's make this more interactive. So what do you guys think about the knife? Let me know in the chat. Do you think this knife is going to be like Resident Evil 3 Original, where you don't even use it? I mean, some people knife those valves. Other than that, I don't know. It's really hard to hit them with the knife. I learned new ways around that, so I don't even use the knife ever in Resident Evil 3 Original. And Resident Evil 2, there was a point that you had to use a knife. So maybe in Resident Evil 3 there will be a point like that, and that point was you had to cut through a thing. Actually, Resident Evil 7, you also needed the knife to get through. Only one part for both. And you had to cut through some tape to get through a door. Is that going to be the key item, knife? I don't know. GM says the knife is made for breaking boxes. That's a great point. You just saw here Jill break this box. Let me see if I can figure out how to do this. I'm a professional video editor, and I have no idea how to use the keys. Boom. Why isn't it rewinding? Oh, yeah. All right, let's go here. Tanner says the only space that the knife is taking is the item box. And the knife does take up an inventory slot in Resident Evil 4, right? 5, 6. The knife was just like in your hand. And then 7, 2, and 3, the knife is going to be in your inventory. Anthony says, don't know how much damage Poke is going to do against the zombie. Now, she does do like this stab motion. People were saying that she, in all the game, stabs. I didn't like check to confirm that, but we're thinking they might have actually changed the stab to change the animation that was messed up before that made the glitch happen. Tam said, I think it's going to be like the original. And then people are talking about a knife-only run. Yeah, I mean, yeah, a knife-only run now. There might be a trophy for knife-only run. There might be a unlockable for knife-only run. But other than that, I'm. Do you guys do knife-only runs? Is it fun? I don't know. I don't think I've ever done a knife-only run or even thought about trying one. Except I think in Resident Evil 1 Remake, one of the trophies was knife only, but you could do it on very easy. Anyway, I think Tyrant died in like 3 knives. It was ridiculous. So maybe I did do a knife only run. White Comet said just like to play normal. JJ says she knifes the same way as the original. Wesker says every hardcore player would do knife runs and spelled wood, W-O-O-D. Yeah, I mean the speedrunners, the professional streamers, people who want to challenge. You know what? I have enough rage in my life. That sounds terrible, but I'm not going to... I basically, when I came back here after the Jack Baker fight, after the freaking Lucas Baker Not a Hero, I said, this time when I come back to YouTube, I'm not going to rage out. It's a lie. It's going to happen, but I'm not going to do the knife run unless they make me do it, and then I'll rage it. Oh, and what was the other one? The most recent one, rage, was you're in the gas station, you're shooting all the zombies, you got to kill 100 with 30 bullets. That was crazy. Axel says, bet the knife will play a significant moment in the game, and Jill will give Nemesis the scar across his face. Ooh, I like that. That sounds cool. I'm going to steal that and try to remember Axel told me that. A lot of people are complaining about Nemesis and how he looks, so that would be interesting. He had that scar in the original. He doesn't have it how we've seen him so far. Maybe they add it. I like it. And... okay, so these boxes that you saw from Resident Evil 7, they are the boxes with the yellow tape, and nothing was confirmed today. The internet Resident Evil community seems to think that in order to add randomness to this game, the original game had random items in rooms and random enemies in rooms, but there was loading screens every room, and actually it wasn't that random. There was like 2 combinations, but there was randomness, and they're really trying to connect back to the original, so we're thinking that these boxes here might be their opportunity to add random items to the game that it doesn't determine what it is until the box breaks, and then the RNG goes boom, boom, you got a red herb. And we were supposed to check that, and you know what? It was a red herb. It was a red herb in the Japanese stream, and it was a red herb in the cat stream. We'll have to go through and I'll double check that afterwards, but because we have two different gameplays that two different people played, so we'll have to compare the boxes, and if any of them are different, then we know it's randomness. That would have been a good thing to have beforehand. What's up, Path of the Heart? Peace. And then let's see. Let's keep doing some knife and boxes. Deadman says boxes most likely be randomized, but the game will read what you need and act accordingly. Yeah, so I've noticed that in other games. You're running low, you use the shotgun a lot, you're running low, then you get shotgun in other Resident Evil games that had random items in the boxes and stuff like that. But that's got to be it, right? Isn't it? Yeah, that even aren't they random in like Resident Evil 6 and random ammo in the boxes? And all the ones outside the boxes are always the same, or no? It's another good question. I wish I had some notes. I could take notes. All right, let's keep going. And then you'll also notice these boxes from Ethan Must Die. If you guys played that DLC, that was another rage quitting game. And that was interesting because sometimes the boxes would explode, which I guess they did in Lucas's level in RE7. But I don't think they're going to have them that will explode or anything. Red herb, there's the knife. You see it in the old one, there was a white bar under it with the health. This is actually the full, and actually Raquel sent me a picture. Did you guys know in Resident Evil 2 Remake there were two knives, and the infinite knife had a different picture and description than the regular knife? I didn't know that until she showed me that. So that was interesting. Anyway, she said that this picture is the infinite knife from Resident Evil 2. Mr. Trent, thanks for the super chat. Let's see. All right. Oh, yeah, in the inventory screen, let's check that out for a minute. Check it out, check it out, check it out. What happened? Where'd it go? Where'd you go? What? Is she going backwards? All right. Gunpowder's back. Oh, that's not the inventory screen. That's the pickup item screen. The other thing you'll notice that they changed in this version of the game is after you pick up the first green herb, the next one you pick up, you just pick it up. It doesn't like show you the big screen on it. It just you just can pick up items. Watch. She just picked it up and a little box popped up, so that is new. That little box popped up. In Resident Evil 2, I believe the whole green thing would pop up on the screen as well. So, yeah, and then I don't know if she mixes them here. On the Japanese stream, they mixed them to show. And she's just showing the knife here. Now, here's where she said, this picture right here, she says, I don't know, she didn't realize it was on the screen, but she said that she didn't want to show us this. And I can see it from here. I didn't have time to zoom in or anything, but this is the exact puzzle from RE3. Maybe I can pull up my Twitter. I basically tweeted like all these pictures. How do I find my Twitter? All right, we're going to do it this way. Yeah, Twitter's a good one. All right, where's that picture? So in Resident Evil, the original Resident Evil 3, you had to find a green and a blue gem, and you had to put them into this clock thing, and then it would open the next section of the game. And that puzzle thing right there. So that is definitely the clock. We can see it right above over there. You can see it's the same shape. It's got all the diamonds missing. It's got the clock face on it. So that's definitely going to be for that puzzle. And we'll see later. She actually will end up finding the a red jewel. So there might be more than 2 to find. It might be a really cool item. But it's neat, and it says Clock Tower Commemoration. And yeah, it was really weird in the original game that puzzle was out there, you know? Like, look at the bottom right part. Like, it's like weird. It's like out in the town square, out in the elements, and it's right next to a gate there. One of the things during Resident Evil 2 the producers mentioned, or the developers mentioned, can't remember which one, was that one of the puzzles in Resident Evil 3 didn't make sense, and they didn't want to have that in Resident Evil 2 Remake. And the puzzle that they mentioned was actually not this puzzle, but this makes sense too. It was the puzzle where you have to like replace the stone on the statue, and the statue turns around and there's a battery in the back. And it's like, why is there a battery in a statue? That was the one that the developers brought up during the RE2 release, before that game came out, to talk about how they wanted to make Resident Evil 2 Remake puzzles more realistic. And then I'm trying to think about Resident Evil 2 Remake, but I'm sure there were some non-realistic puzzles in there too, because that's just how they do it. And oh crap, I gotta plug in my computer. Success. Oh, that feeling when your computer's about to shut down and then you run outside and grab the thing, and before it shuts down you stick it in. Stick it in, stick it in. Okay, that was too many hedgehogs. Sorry. Apologize. We're all good. We're back. All right, anyway, clock puzzle. What do you guys have to say about that? Tiago said the library puzzle wasn't realistic. Let's see. That was crazy, man. 7,000 people watched Cat. The hype is real. The hype is real. Maniac says none of the puzzles make sense. Javier says unrealistic. That's a good one, Javier. The stars badge. You had to put a stars badge in a jewelry box to get like some kind of attachment. Jewels and statue, stuff like that. All right, so yeah, she kind of maybe, I don't know. She looks like she's doing it on purpose, because she's staring right at it, but in her dialogue, and then you got on that table over there, you've got ink ribbons. So ink ribbons are back. In Resident Evil 2 Remake, you only needed ink ribbons on hardcore, ? So that's actually a good question then. It would be, do you need ink ribbons on all levels again? I'm guessing on assisted you don't need ink ribbons, but maybe on normal now you need ink ribbons, because I feel like she's playing on normal, and I'm pretty sure I see ink ribbons on that table. Although she won't pick them up, so maybe they're not. Maybe I'm wrong here. And Raven, you just joined us. We were talking about that already. That's why people are mentioning the realism of puzzles. Deadman says only ink on hardcore. Phoenix with the $2. Can't play. Wait to play RE3 alongside. Yeah, I do that sometimes. I watch a stream and then I play the game at the same time. The problem is I die 30 times and the streamer beats the game. Wah, wah. That won't happen when you watch me. And there's the item box too. And Caesar, I don't want to repeat my rant about playing in front of 7,000 people and playing a new game and critiquing somebody's game play for that when most people practice before they show off. You know, they're afraid to show new because they're afraid they'll die. She just went for it, which was cool. So there's the X thing that's on here. So basically what she said was, I actually have the exact quote. Or wait, maybe she says it here, and we can listen to her.
More survivors. We've got to get that train moving.
Oh, a first zombie. Can I dodge him?
No, you can't.
No, but that's okay because I got to show off this ability now that exists in the game where if you get grabbed by a zombie, you can mash the X button to kind of shake him off quicker and also do less damage. Sorry.
So she said you mash the X button and it shake him off quicker and it does less damage. A lot of people were speculating that it would be a one-hit kill if you didn't hit it fast enough. That's not the case, thank goodness. But as you'll see here, she gets hit a lot of zombies and hits the buttons. And sometimes they take her down. Like, I'm not exactly sure how that works still. I mean, she explained it there, but maybe we'll have to feel how it works. And then, obviously, the speedrunners will figure out exactly the exact algorithm that makes it work or the exact code. And yeah, she does get hit a lot and she doesn't die. So, I don't know if you can take more damage with Jill or what the deal is. Some of these things are things that a lot of people are looking at, and I think maybe we shouldn't look at them because she might have certain amount, like extra health, or it might be on easy or something, or because it's a demo, there might be a different mode where they can do a less health. People are complaining there's not enough blood. There's like Japanese versions that they can't play in Japan if they don't all have the same like rating. So graphics, this is probably not even the final graphics. So people are like pausing things and there's clipping. And first of all, who cares? Like what are you gonna freeze a game on one frame and then like every time you play? But that kind of stuff can be fixed. Some of the facial things, we saw it in Resident Evil 2 Remake. We saw them doing that. And basically Claire looked a lot different in the final version. And so, yeah. So some of that stuff, we got to see what happens when it comes out.
A little bit nervous. So you can kind of do this to avoid zombies. And kind of dodge out of their general range.
So you have that one dodge button
by pressing R1 and kind of
with R1.
Direct it in any direction you like.
Kind of like a strafe.
Oh, there you go.
And then you got a super dodge.
Also got a perfect dodge right there. So
they call it a perfect dodge. I call it a super dodge.
Is really good because, let's say that you're in a tricky situation, you'll get up much quicker. You'll be able to then decide: do you want to shoot immediately, or do you just kind of want to run away?
Now that dodge that she, that dodge that she did there did not give her that slow motion thing. I don't think. I feel like I saw 3 dodges. I saw the one where you kind of... actually 4. There's the Resident Evil 2 Remake dodge. That's back. Where if you just slide outside of the zombie, you'll kind of push it out of the way. People claim that's not a dodge. It's not a dodge button, but it's a dodge that dodges the enemy with your hands, so it counts as a dodge. There's the trip dodge. I'll call it the trip dodge. And then there's it looks like there's one where she just rolls, and then there's one where she rolls, and then it goes into slow motion. But we'll have to, I don't know, figure that out as we go through here. Yeah, and I think, like I said, that I don't think there's exploding heads in this version that they played. Although the death animation, we do see it at the end. It was kind of gory, so then that was making me think that maybe it was. But anyway, yeah. Let's not get too into that. Oh, and you want your Easter egg. This store over here is called Amaset. And that is a store we see in Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3, and Resident Evil 2 Remake. And then behind there, you see a store. It's too hard to see on this low-quality screen here, but it says Big Wave, and that's a Mega Man Easter egg. And still have no idea. And there's Sigourney Weaver sign down there, Alien. And I still don't know if there's a toy uncle, like why it's called that, or if that's not an Easter egg at all. The other thing I was curious about, we've seen this footage before, but these two graffiti there, are those the same graffiti from Resident Evil 3 original? The same names, Becco and, I don't know, Ever or whatever that says? Anybody know about that? And then there's the Stagla gas station over there, but we can't get to it here. We haven't seen it in the footage, but we're assuming we can probably go into there, and that might be a little section of the game as well. And again, this is kind of a low-quality version of the footage. And that's just, we're last minute here kind of doing this show. So she kind of skipped out on that part. So we already went over this stuff, but there was that cool like shadow there. She kind of skipped over it. But you can see the HUD or whatever, not the HUD, the trigger, not the trigger. What's it called? Whatever, the white thing. The aiming thing is the same as Resident Evil 2. If you hold it for longer, it gets smaller, and then you do a more powerful shot. There we have a cop zombie. Wonder if his name tag says Marvin. In Resident Evil 2 Remake, every single cop that you find has Marvin's name tag on it. They just didn't, that's part of the cop uniform. Everyone had Marvin's name tag, and there were only a couple. There was Elliot Edward. He has it on, and then there's that zombie just in the beginning in the corner. He has Marvin's name tag on, and that was fun because people had a theory that Marvin was actually not the cop in the RPD that Leon meets. That was actually an imposter, which is obviously not what was designed, but it was a fun theory. But in actuality, they just used the same name tag on all the cops. Part of the design of the game or whatever that they never fixed. And we found it the day the demo came out, which was 7 months before the game came out. We saw it in the gameplay demo that the media played, and they still never fixed it. So that wasn't even a late discovery. They had plenty of time to fix that. They were like, who cares? All right, so here's the toy uncle, and the question a lot of people are having is, will we be able to go inside the toy uncle? You guys make the call here. There's a door over there. I don't know if it has a chain on it. Some of these stores have chains on it. That's how you can maybe tell you can go in. There's Big Wave and Amaset. And she's going to walk over and kind of see some of these Easter eggs. Lone Wolf. Now, there's Lone Wolf cigarettes right there. And there's two possibilities for this one. Lone Wolf is actually a mode in Outbreak where you play by yourself, I think, and you don't use help from friends or something. And then there's also a character named Lone Wolf, which I never heard of until a week ago when I saw the Lone Wolf thing. And apparently the helicopter pilot who picks up Hunk at the end of Force Survivor has multiple names, and one of the nicknames is Lone Wolf. I don't know where that was stated, if it's in the strategy guide only. So if you guys don't know, there's like these official biohazard guides, and they count as canon. I'm not sure which ones. You guys would know better than me, maybe. But some of the guides that were written like count. And maybe that's where it came from. Or does Hunk say, like, Lone Wolf, pick me up, in, like, the dialogue? I don't remember. Oh yeah, and Operation Raccoon City, that character also is a playable character in something, some mode, special mode or anything like that. I don't know. I've never played Operation Raccoon City. Well, I played it for like 20 minutes. And Outbreak, I gotta play it because there's 100 Outbreak Easter eggs. That's an exaggeration. There's 5. I think 5 so far that I found. But I've got a list now of 32 Easter eggs I've found. You know those videos that are like 101 whatever? 101 facts about Resident Evil. Fact number 1. The game is called Resident Evil. Fact number 2. It's a survival horror game. Fact number 3. It came out on the PlayStation. Fact number 4. It came out on other systems. Fact number 5. It's a video game. And it's like, you know, they just like filling it with all this crap. Well, I have 30 legitimate Easter eggs now. Okay. Enough of the lone wolf talk. But yeah, a lot of people like Operation Raccoon City. A lot of people like the characters in that. A lot of people make jokes about it or hate it. I played it once. I didn't really like it, but it's been on my list for 5 years to play it through. I mean, I played through Resident Evil 6. I think I could get through Operation Raccoon City. I'm guessing it's not as long. Resident Evil 6 was like, it took like a week to beat all the missions, and I played a lot of hours in a row. And also, I suck. Well, I won't be playing it soon, but I will be playing Outbreak. Let's see what else we got. She's gonna... I don't know what she's doing. She's gonna go over and check out this wall here. All right, so let's check out this wall. All right, the first thing you'll notice, and we'll see it again, is... So here's the things to look at. In the top, there's a character that looks like Leon, and the name of the beer is Now Now. I don't know. There's an N and an L that's close to Leon. There's a woman next to it that somebody said looks like Claire's outfit. I don't really think so. And then there's Pickle Juice, which might be an Outbreak reference. There's a Umbrella Noodles. She's gonna... Let's let her walk. Oh, where are you going? Where are you going? That's all she did? I swear she, like, looked at it for, like, a long time. Wait, what the... Oh, that... I was like, what is that? Oh, that's when my screen popped up because I was trying to copy her Easter egg. All right, anyway, so also on this thing is Umbrella Noodles. You can see it right in the middle there. And Umbrella Noodles is actually an item in Outbreak, so that's one of your Outbreak Easter eggs. The Elephant Restaurant above that Psycho Tomato, that is an Outbreak restaurant called Elephant Thing. And then the beer is called Zapata Beer, and that is a sign in the Outbreak game as well. So there's 3 Outbreak Easter eggs right there. The Zapata Beer, you can also see that in one of the Chronicles games, Umbrella Chronicles, something like that. A little wine to wind down the day. Oh, you know what? Is that the wine bottle from Resident Evil 4? Was there a wine bottle with 2 glasses next to it, or was it just a bottle? Somebody look that up. And what else is there? Oh, there's bubble beer. I don't know. I couldn't find anything on the bubble beer. And I think she's going to come back, and I think I was recording it as a screen capture. By the way, if you're enjoying the stream, don't forget to click on the thumbs up. A lot of haters out there as well. They come, if I hated this channel, I wouldn't watch it, but a lot of people like secretly love this channel and pretend they hate it. So, and over there you see from Resident Evil 3, the original, you see the part where you use the fire hydrant. So, I mean, that's probably on here somewhere. Let's pull that up. That's not it. There we go. Oh, I didn't pull it up. What? I thought I pulled it up. All right, maybe I didn't pull up the old one. Anyway, the Resident Evil 3, remember you have to get the fire. Oh, it's in the video. It's not in the pictures. That's where you have to put the hose to bust through the fire. If you guys remember in the original game, you had to find the wrench. And then you had to take the hose off the wall. And then you had to plug the hose into a new wall. And you put out the fire and Nemesis showed up. So... let's see what else we got here. If she shoots this barrel. Yeah, that toy uncle, I can't figure it out. It's got to mean something. Travis checked, and there's only one glass of red wine next to the bottle. Easter egg failed. By the way, that Joker thing in that window is just a reused asset from possibly 7. I can't even remember. N2, but it was definitely N2 somewhere. That Joker thing. Yeah, some people don't get jokes. Like, jokes? Are you telling jokes? I don't get jokes. Like, what's sarcasm? I don't know. Like, I don't know, man. What's sarcasm? Yeah, the developers and the media said that when you defeat Nemesis, he drops items, and one guy got you get like upgrades for your weapons. So I'm pretty. I don't know if that I can replay that back, but whatever this is, whatever indigestion is happening in here, yes, a jester. It made a noise like itself, like it spoke, and that was weird. All right. So this is weird. Like, okay, I was about to say, like, the Japanese gameplay in the morning, which we might look at as well. They did the same thing. They instead of shooting the barrel, they like tried to get more zombies to come, and you can see the streets are wider, but you'll see how she plays and the other people played, and it's wider and it looks like there's space. Oh, can I fit? I don't know if I can fit. And you try to, and it's so, and there's more zombies involved, like around every corner, and they start to like stack up. And all of a sudden you go to a dead end, and that's where you're screwed when you go into the dead end, because now you're trapped, and now 3 of them are coming at you. There was 1, you ran past it, now you're dead end, and now you're 3. So there's going to be a lot more zombies around. Now, I think we'll figure out a way to kill all the zombies and stuff like that, and shoot them in the legs, and there's more space to dodge them, but yeah, there will be more, and I love how they're slow. That makes perfect sense. In original Resident Evil 3, there were hyper zombies that ran fast. We haven't seen those yet in this game. Not sure if they exist. Maybe they'd be later in the game. Maybe they don't exist. All right, she's going back here, so... this supermarket actually has a yellow chain on it, and you could see right there that arrow popped up on the screen. That means that you can use the, what's it called? The choppers. I'm so tired. I slept like 1 hour today. The bolt cutters, the choppers. You can use the chain from Mario, the big black bowling ball chain thing to chomp the door, so you probably can go into this store later. And there's 2 things that the media talked about. They picked that they found later in the game in their demo. They found a lockpick, and they found almost spilled on my computer, and they found a bolt cutter, and they said they backtracked. Because that's the fun part about Resident Evil. You see this yellow chain, you go, I don't have the item. And as soon as you get it, you remember, I want to go all the way back and find out what it is. And then it gives you like a red herb, and you're like, oh, I went all the way back for this. Dang, son. And yeah, we can talk about that now, Christopher. So now I didn't ask the guy. Maybe I should have asked him. I don't know. Because he did reply to my other comment. So the guy from Rock, Paper, Shotgun played the game, and he mentioned 2 things that stood out. Number 1, he said there were QuickTime actions in the game. and I clarified with him with what that meant, and he said he found an air vent, and you had to open the air vent quick. Nemesis is chasing you. There's an air vent, and then he had to hit X X X X X X to kick the door open. So he had to button mash. So you see, there's button mashing when you get hit. There's also button mashing at least in one part where you push the vent open. I'm assuming that she opens the door like this. I'm assuming that's some kind of press A bunch as well. So there's some button mashing. I don't know if that would be called a quick time event. The guy just used that word quick time, and then I was like, okay. And then it's like, oh, it's your fault for saying that. But I'm like, but the guy said it. Anyway, the second thing he said is that Nemesis has a special move where he utilizes other zombies. And then he said, if I told you, Capcom would have to kill me. So I don't know. I didn't ask him about that one, but yeah. So here, yeah, there's the noodles. She didn't mention any of the Easter eggs either, which was kind of weird. And then this is something I'm thinking has to be something. Club Heart Spirits. I didn't have time to look that up today either. Man, today was a crazy day. Oh man, I was in such a rush. Dylan with the $4.99. Is it April 3rd yet? Anxiety over 9,000. Keep up the awesome videos. Thank you for the super chat. Let's get some hype in the chat for everybody in here. 400 people watching. 128 thumbs ups. So that girl there, she's on some other posters there. But like I said, Zappa Beer, Umbrella Noodles, the Tomato Soup Elephant Restaurant, all from Outbreak. And then the liquor is called Don Quixote. I don't know if there's a Don Quixote reference in other Resident Evils. And then there's Bubble Beer. Don't know what that is. Pickled veggies. I feel like there's some kind of pickle thing in Outbreak. And then the fake Leon. And In Your Own Kitchen. Really? I don't know what that one is. I'll have to zoom in on that one. Yeah. Can't believe I have to do real work after this. It sucks. I want to zoom in on things. That's my life. And then there's Nightmare Tomato. That tomato, so I'm on the one of the Resident Evil Discords for, like, I think it's the Reddit version of it, and the Nightmare Tomato is already an icon, which is cool. People love that Nightmare Tomato thing. I wonder if that would be the thing we have to find. That's another thing we don't know. Or is there going to be Mr. Everywhere was Resident Evil 7. The Fox, was it a fox? Mr. Fox, whatever, bobblehead was Resident Evil 2 Remake, so you're thinking there's going to be something. In Resident Evil 7, the community discovered the Mr. Everywhere, like, early, and the fox as well. We saw it in a corner of a screenshot or a trailer, and I don't think anybody's discovered, oh yeah, Mr. Raccoon, Raccoon City. But why is he orange? Anyway. I don't think anybody's discovered, like, in the corner of their eye or something, any kind of unlockable things. So here she stops and talks about Blue Mountain. So Blue Mountain is actually the director of the first Resident Evil. His name in Japan, there's like an English name and a Japanese character name. Something, I don't know exactly. If you know Japanese, you know better than me. But the director's name means blue or green mountain. So that is probably where this comes from. And there's also a popular coffee in Japan called Blue Mountain. It's so popular there. It's from Jamaica. They sell like 90% of it in Japan. It's so popular, they have a special holiday, like Blue Mountain Coffee Day in Japan. So I was thinking it had a dual meaning. About that. And then Jim's Crabs. There's a character in Outbreak named Jim, but I couldn't connect him to seafood in any way. Anybody know every line that Jim says in Outbreak? And does he ever mention how he wants to open a seafood shop? And then Moon's Donuts, I still can't figure out. I think they just wanted to do some kind of space theme, maybe. I don't know. They don't have a release date for the demo, but I would say look for it March 20th. And that's all I have to say about that. Final Fantasy, I actually did play that demo. Final Fantasy is my favorite game, even above Resident Evil, probably. Final Fantasy 6 and 7. But you can't like play it like all the time like Resident Evil. It's like every like 3 years type of thing. Is this the demo we get? I don't think so, actually. I think this is just a media demo. There's actually a bunch of rooms here that she mentions that she could go in, but she won't go in because she's not allowed to. And I think I don't know, I feel like there's too much area here. Oh, did they mention it on the Yeah, so the morning dialogue was all in Japanese, and the typical Resident Evil crew like CVX Freak and Nora, they weren't awake or they weren't translating it. So yeah, did people finally go back and translate that? If so, send me a link on Twitter. This is another thing here. It's a 9-ball. I don't know if that has anything to do with the pool balls in Resident Evil 1. There's a pool table. Any other pool references in the Resident Evil games? More gunpowder. There's a lot of gunpowder, a lot of ammo. And she'll only pick up one other item and technically 2 items. But other than that, I think I've seen ink ribbons. But I can't confirm that. It looked like there were ink ribbons by the typewriter. And then this is just the electric thing if you haven't seen that before. And then Melkor, we were talking about that special thing where Nemesis can make zombies do something. And yeah, I don't know. Where did you see that somewhere? Or did you just... Are you talking about the same video from the rock, paper, shotgun guy? And then they just do like they do the zombie dance. They do the hedgehog dance. Boogie, boogie, hedgehog, boogie, boogie, hedgehog. Stars. What was that? More gunpowder? No, that's handgun ammo on the table there. Okay, let's listen in this part here because there's a audio Easter egg here, and it's really hard to hear, especially when you're on mute.
I'm sure you guys recognize that if you've played the original RE2. Nice, very nice.
I guess it's the ending theme to like the B scenario or something.
As you can tell,
I don't know. I still can't hear it, man. I still can't hear it. Oh, let's see. Did that person answer about where they heard that? Because there's also a chance that people saw what that guy said and then just made up their own opinions. And the guy was kind of wrong about when he said QuickTime events. So I'm not sure that I completely trust everything there. All right. So the Master of Unlocking is going to find a lockpick at some point. She does in Resident Evil 3. In Resident Evil 1, she already has the lockpick, or Barry gives it to her. Basically starts with it. And I don't remember the other games. I'm guessing she has a lockpick already in her inventory or something. I don't know. The side games, I couldn't even tell you. She's probably in Revelations in the wetsuit. I don't know if she's in Revelations 2. I don't think so. Might be in 5. See, I don't even know, man. As soon as I go on to the next game, I forget the previous game. So this is the yellow lock that I believe you open with the lockpicks. So there's a bunch of these laying around. And on Twitch, they did not mention a demo date. What is that? A green herb. And then this is does she pick it up? Yeah, okay, so there's no ink ribbons there. Maybe my eyes were deceiving me. All right, pick up the box, brah. Fancy box. It's a fancy box. So, yeah, now look inside it, brah. Come on, brah. So this was the only item she was allowed to pick up. And it's this box. And guess what? You look inside of it. And, yeah, this is the Capcom's official stream from Twitch. So we're just doing commentary on it. And inside is the red jewel, an imitation ruby. Looks like it's made to be slotted into something. And if you guys just joined us, we showed you back earlier. All right, where we're at. We're at 10 minutes. All right, let's attempt to go backwards. This is going to be a disaster. Right there. That's probably where the red thing goes. And we don't know how many. There's 12 different slots there. I don't know how many are filled in the original. 10 were filled in, and we had to find 2, and it unlocked a door. In this one, it looks like maybe it either unlocks, maybe it still unlocks some kind of clock tower gate, or there's just something in the cabinetry below. So that's what we are guessing about that clock thing. So seems like something inside. And then you also look on the screen, you can see the reactivate the power at the substation and put out the fire. I didn't know she went into the item box. Also, let's go back. Come on. So here's the survival knife description. It's a survival knife, comes in handy in desperate situations. That wasn't that exciting. And then the G19 handgun is a 15-shot 9mm handgun known for its compact size. Made from an extremely durable resin, it is used by armed forces worldwide. And as you guys know, I just call everything the gun. So you all know, I think these are based on real weapons. Was this weapon in Resident Evil 3? I feel like it was in Resident Evil 7 maybe. And we're still expecting her to find her samurai edge. And that's definitely going to happen. I mean, I would bet a lot of money on that. What else was I going to say? Okay, so the media also found upgrades. Killing Nemesis, they got like a laser shot, an extended magazine, and a silencer. So, and no, she's just on the screen because I don't want to cut off any of the stuff, and we will listen to what she says. All right. Kitchen. And then now I think basically the rest of the game here, she goes over and tries to do some dodging. And then the one that I want you... Oh, it says Hog Heaven there. I don't know if that's a reference to anything. And then see the letter CE down the center? I actually think I know one more letter. Oh, it's not office because... I can't remember. There's another angle I saw that at, but that's what I'm trying to figure out what that is. And then on the left, there's Hog Heaven Party Stage, and then there's a diner over in that corner. So in Resident Evil 2, there was a diner. Okay, this is cool. This is a callback to Resident Evil 3. I didn't even notice this. The zombies bursting out of the cop cars. If you guys remember the... Oh, yeah, we'll go back to that, too. You guys remember the original game? You'd walk by a car, the door would bust open, a zombie. So, yeah, this is what she told us to do here. So, let's... I don't remember when she said it, but we're going to listen to what she says here.
But we can go in here. You guys hear this? Very nice. Save room theme. Free from fear.
So you can hear the save music from the original. I mean, it's really hard to hear. And a lot of people were complaining about the music. They did the same thing in RE2. People are just, They don't have like the music at full volume and stuff like that. People are like, "There's no soundtrack." I swear there was, right? There was sound in Resident Evil 2, music and stuff. Maybe there wasn't. I don't know. I don't really care. Camera froze. Nice. This is Kat, who works for Resident Evil, and she did a live stream today, and that's what we're doing a commentary over on top of. 15 rounds is standard, and yeah, there's an extended thing. In Resident Evil 2, there was weapon add-ons that you found in safes, and in this one, maybe you'll find them in safes, but I believe Nemesis drops weapon upgrades. And yeah, maybe I should have put another message on the screen that this was part of the other commentary. Let's see what's in this box. Gunpowder. So much gunpowder. Oh, does he have Marvin's name tag? Ooh, I think we can read it in the real game when we finally get it. I did see a case in one of the screenshots of the subway. Did it? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll check that at the end. Wait. Oh, that just says off. Oh! Huh! What's it say? Does it say Marvin? Please say Marvin. Embrana. I don't know. I can't tell if it says it, but my eyes are completing Embrana or Brana. I don't even know what his name is. People say I pronounce it wrong in videos. And yeah, she kind of... See how she got trapped in the corner here? That's what I'm worried about. I'm not worried necessarily about that first dodge. But then getting... And that's the move right there. Let's... Oh, Jesus. What did I do? What have I done? That move right there is the Resident Evil 2 dodge. And this is the dodge where you don't press a dodge, but you just slip outside the side, and then you push away the thing. So this was actually in Resident Evil 2 Remake. People are like, you can't dodge, but you can. But it's just not a dodge button, and it happens a lot more in assisted difficulty. But I believe it can still happen on normal difficulty. And then, yeah, we'll see at the very end, but when she's in danger, the screen kind of goes a little gray, and, yeah, might be even blurrier. Yeah, it definitely happened in Remake 2, if you played it. And... So this, well, we'll talk about it, but see that diner back there? So in Resident Evil 2, the original game, there was a diner. It never showed up in the remake. And the diner, what was I going to say? Oh, it was like a little diner, but maybe they made it into like, you know, part of the high-rises in this one. So maybe that's that diner. Up there, you see the Kite Brothers Railway. This is another Resident Evil Outbreak reference. The Kite Brothers built the subway system in Raccoon City that we learned in... we learned this in one of the Outbreak games, or I didn't learn it in Outbreak. I learned it on, you know, Google. They built the subway in 1969 in Raccoon City. You learn about them in Outbreak. They mention them a few times there. Maybe in one of the Chronicle games, I don't know, but... yeah, bringing back that, because in the original it was that trolley car, and now they're talking about the, you know, the subway. So there's just so much Outbreak. And then in Resident Evil 2, the Outbreak, they mentioned Rita from Outbreak in one of the notes, possibly one other character. I don't know. I'm going to have to go back. You guys can let me know in Twitter. You can tweet me or Facebook me and let me know what other Outbreak references, Easter eggs there were in the original game. I mean, I made 3 videos on it. I'm sure it's in one of those, and I forgot. The other thing I noticed was maybe not at this point, but she was close to the barrel. And one of the things that happens to me in Resident Evil 3 Original is I'm too close to the barrel when I shoot it, and I die immediately. That time she didn't even get knocked back. Another time she gets knocked back like this because she was pretty close. But I don't think it did damage. But if you're that close, there's going to be damage. Oh, yeah, and then Resident Evil 7 had the reporter. Alyssa Ashcroft, right? And then was there a book? I don't remember. I'm seeing a living room and Clive, some book by Clive from Revelations, and next to it was some other Easter egg. So yeah, on this version of the demo, that door is open because she's playing the media demo. So again, I don't think this is the demo that we're necessarily going to get to play. But maybe we would. But see, the problem is the media said they played it for 2 hours. I don't feel like they'd give us a 2-hour demo, do you? Although, how long would the RPD take? Yeah, I don't know. That's hard to tell. Bruce says that close to the barrel, you might get some damage. Yeah. Chia. Deadman says Capcom made the zombies faster. I don't know. They seem... See, in Resident Evil 2, you're in the hallway. So they're... I don't know. They just seemed pretty fast as well. Axel says, imagine all the rage quitters from getting punched in the back of the head. Yeah, there's going to be more punches in the back of the head from Nemesis. So here's the pharmacy. The doors are open, so I guess we can go in there. I feel like in Resident Evil 3, the original, these little segments of the pharmacy, the substation, they were kind of short. They were very short. I mean, the gas station was like 1, 2 screens, 3 screens. And they look kind of small here, too. So I wonder what you do in the pharmacy, and maybe there's like a key item in each. And her mission right now is to basically to find the fire hose and so she can go to the substation. And that's what the mission said when she popped on the menu. So it's gonna be, it's probably gonna be different. I don't know if, yeah, because she's gonna, well, after she turns the power on to the subway, she then has to she has to pull levers and do a puzzle to get the subway out, according to the media gameplay. So I don't know that she has to find 3 items to stick in the thing anymore. And then Redstone, I was trying to figure out if, ever since we saw the Redstone stuff, that's the name of the neighborhood in Raccoon City. And I don't know. There's the red jewels, I couldn't find like any kind of Easter egg connection to that one. Great White says this entire city has puzzle pieces scattered about. Yeah, a lot of backtracking. It sounds like a lot of backtracking. Sounds like it. Yeah, she's just kind of... She's not allowed to go in. Jazz Night. Don't know what that means. Oh, where there was a barrel back there. And here, see, I think that this is the edited version because I swear there's more of an animation when you get bit in the ankle. Now, there's a red... Is that an 18-wheeler red truck down there? Okay, so this door, somebody sent me this on Facebook. This is a door from Resident Evil 2. Did they send it on Facebook? I'm going to show you what they sent me. Because it was cool, man. I'll actually never be able to find it. Internet is hard. That's what she said. All right, forget it. Anyway, this door is designed... It's from Resident Evil 2 or 3. I think it's from 2. And it appears to be the exterior doors up here, at least in this building. But Yeah, that exact shape on that door is from one of the originals, 2 or 3. There's a bunch of gold flour. I feel like that's an asset we've seen before. No, it's from one of the originals. The club key in Resident Evil 2. Yeah, that's sounds about right. It's over. Yeah, that green door, right? Where the liquor jumps through the window. I think. I mean, it's probably in the remake too then if it's in that section. I couldn't tell you. David says these zombies don't creep him out like the original. Oh yeah, there's a super dodge. And then these paintings here, I don't know. So I'm always searching for the like Easter eggs and stuff. I doubt it. That's just probably some random thing. And again, I keep looking for like a bobblehead. And the bobblehead in Resident Evil 7, Mr. Everywhere, made noise. Did the raccoon make noise? I feel like it might have made noise as well to help you find them. There's a safe, just like in Resident Evil 2. And in Resident Evil 2, the combos were always the same, so you didn't actually have to find the paper to open them. And then also, they included, or they had inside of it weapon upgrades, but who knows what could be in the safe. But it's the same safe from the 2 make. There was also an item next to it that she skipped. Don't know if we can see what it is from far away, but she definitely skips it over there. Right to the left of that safe. It might be a note. It's probably a note. Might have the safe combo on it. So look to the left of the safe. Also in the Japanese gameplay, they did not go near the safe. Yeah, it's a piece of paper right up there. And she said she's not picking up the notes in this game. So she ignored that. And yeah, she knows where all the items are and everything in this beforehand, but she was just you know, there was a lot of pressure with 7,000 people watching. But yeah, it wasn't her first time playing. She definitely played this before. They did not show the map. Actually, when she played Resident Evil 2, she accidentally showed the options screen and stuff, and she wasn't supposed to. So she definitely did not pull up the map this time. All right, this was gunpowder. No, I think this was ammo. All right. Hold it right there. All right, so green herb. Let's go check this out really quick. One with the 499. Do I think Jill will get infected? Would she have some flashback? She's got that thing on her arm. I don't know if that's just an arm, like a elbow pad. Hold on, let me just. We have to see if these boxes are random. So we have to go to the Japanese gameplay, and I have to find when they opened that box. It's actually in my Twitter, too. That might be the easiest way to do it. I did some kind of knife video. Is this it? Damn it. It's a green one. This this randomized box theory is not looking so good anymore. So the theory was those boxes were random items, and so far both playthroughs, red herb in the first box, green herb in that one. But also, Joel, that is incorrect. If you're only using 2 data points to confirm or deny something, you are doing statistics wrong, my friend. There's some gunpowder. That's the one where she's so close to it, like that had to do damage, right? I mean, how would that not do damage? Damn, look at the zombie though, fly off his feet. That's pretty neat. Boom. Ah! By the way, I hate that crossing guard zombie, the heavier one that's on the ground there. That's the same model as Resident Evil 2. Well, where was the explosion? There was only one. Was there only one explosion in Resident Evil 2? Why would there be in this one? It's different. It's because there's barrels instead of just like a C4. And so here you see she knocks down that ladder, which means making shortcuts. So you know in the games where you go around, that now you have a shortcut to backtrack, and that putting this ladder down here just shows me more backtracking. Gonna be some backtracking in this game, but there's a lot of backtracking in the original. And once you memorize how to play, it doesn't feel like that bad. But geez, if you don't remember, it takes forever to memorize it. It's a lot of backtrack, back and forth. Check out my gravel pit. Ooh, the hand grenade. Yeah, what if you couldn't hurt yourself with a grenade in RE2? That's interesting. Very interesting. I don't know what she's talking about here. Toy Uncle. And that now she's just going to try to dodge. And she's going to get bitten a lot. And right before she dies, she runs and hides in the back room and then comes back out for us to die on purpose. I didn't think she would be allowed to die and show the scene. So we will see that. So I'll be looking down here at the chat now. Now, I don't think the demo's coming out for a while. March 20th is the prediction. Somebody, yeah, I'm not going to say it's confirmed until I read it myself. But that's how I dodge in Resident Evil 3, the original, is I try to dodge and I don't, and then when I don't try, I do. And, yep, 2 gunpowders made 15. And what's up, Axel? What's up, Bruce? What's up, Great White? Joel, Raquel, Deadman, Doc. Thank you guys for hanging out. Elijah, what's going on? Thank you guys for clicking on the thumbs up. I just want to turn off this zombie music real quick. What's up, Steve? What's up, Tiago? What's up, Johnny? Yeah, Ronald. What's going on, Ronald? Oh, wow, we're back here in the donut shop. Oh, yeah, this is where she's... Yeah, in the Japanese gameplay, they kind of looked at the donut menu for, like, 5 minutes, and then, like, 3 minutes later, I heard them say donuts. Do I think you'll be able to craft more than shotgun? Could you make different kinds of grenade rounds in Resident Evil 2 Remake? Or you could only make shotgun and... I played Resident Evil 2 Remake for basically a month straight, like every day, beat it like 20 times, and I've completely wiped it from my memory. So there's Jill in a lot of pain there. Yeah, that's just an elbow pad. And then here they're just basically she's saying like she's gonna quit the stream. She basically went everywhere you're allowed to go, or she was allowed to go, and then she was gonna die. So she was like, "All right, stream over," and everyone's like, "No, go show us the death screen." So we'll check that out, and then we'll find out if you know we still don't know about freeze rounds coming back yet. I never did a podcast. This is the show that is the podcast. If you close your eyes, it becomes a podcast. So this is called Theory Chat. It's basically my version of the podcast, but there's a lot of video involved. But you can also listen at work. I've heard that it's a good way to pass an hour of time at work. Listening to my nasally voice, say a lot. And say, look at the screen. And then you can't see the screen because you're at work. So here's the death screen for that, and I thought that was that's where I was like, oh, maybe she's not playing the edited version. That seemed pretty not edited. But also maybe it did seem edited, because I feel like the Resident Evil 2 there was more longer intestines, you know? Who says that? Who says, you know? Somebody. I'm just stealing their style. Is it Theo Vaughn? I don't know. And then this is, we'll go through this real quick too. This is the Japanese gameplay. And I didn't understand anything, and all the translators were not awake in the morning. There's also a note on the counter that you can see in this version, and they don't pick up notes either. It actually says, Travis, change game mode. I don't know if that's any different, but it was cut off on the screen. She was zoomed in or something, and it said change game mode. I don't know if that meant easy, difficult, or she might have like one that lets her play the media demo versus the public demo. That's actually more likely. She probably has a copy that lets her play the media demo or the regular demo, because I feel like for Resident Evil 2 there was a menu screen and she could pick between the two, but maybe it is difficulty. I don't know. Yeah, it's basically, so they played the same gameplay and they saw everything the same, so maybe we can speed this up. Yeah, my computer doesn't like it going too fast because I'm in a video editing program instead of in a I'm in a computer RAM intensive video editing program instead of just playing the video. And yeah, I can't read any of the stuff here, but we basically read it there. But so somebody was mentioning the inventory screen being different than Resident Evil 2. What was the difference? Was Resident Evil 2 just like Resident Evil 7? I don't even remember. It seems pretty similar to me. And then you've got a file and you've got a map, and you got inventory in the center, and they don't look at the maps and they don't look at the files in any of these gameplays. Yeah, RE2 was over there, but it was also like 4. And you can find hit packs to extend your, your whatever, hip pouches, whatever they are, according to the media. I say that the media, but a lot of people just say what they're thinking. Whenever I say something, I try to let you know where it came from, and it's not my opinion. And when it's my opinion, I try to say that. A lot of stuff happens when people don't do that. But I think that note says UMB whatever umbrella thing is actually on the cover, or classified. Jeff says only mid-screen weapon menu and right side items from 2 are switched. Axel says Nemesis caused the helicopter crash in RE2 Remake. Probably that's that's something they're definitely trying. Seem like they're gonna save. We know Kendo and Jill are gonna meet because there's a screenshot that's definitely a real screenshot. And we haven't seen that. We're thinking she's gonna meet Marvin, dead or alive. We don't know. So they haven't seen that. Brad, we haven't really seen much, and actually, that's something I wanted to talk about was the ESRB ratings came out, and it mentioned Nemesis impaling somebody through the chest with the claw. You're scared of the claw, Jerry. Or Jerry is the guy with the claw. I don't know. What's the kid's name? Max. You're scared of the claw. Yeah, so the ratings mention that, and that could be just a death for Jill. A lot of people think it might be the death for Brad. Nah, it's not. It's a cutscene screen. It ain't photoshopped. Photoshopped. Nah. I mean, I can't deny your thoughts that they're Photoshop, but I'll just wink at you and that's all I can say. We buy old toys. Okay, so yeah, they actually did it better. Why didn't Cat walk over here? I don't. Yeah. So Monster Hunter there on the right. There's a Mega Man box here. There's also another Mega Man Easter egg in a different spot. And then over here you've got the Ghosts and Goblins character called Arthur. And he's in the Capcom versus whatever. Capcom versus Marvel games, I think, is a character in one of them. I played one of them, and he was in it. I played one of them just to get the Chris Redfield and Nemesis scenes, and it was one of the worst gaming days of my life. I played that for like hours. And I never used the video I captured in any videos. All right, let's go. Move it along. We already looked at this. What else did they do? I feel like they did one other thing. Anyway, we'll just play this while we chat about whatever. So, yeah, anything you want to chat about, let's... It shows an outbreak how Marvin got infected. Yeah, they changed Leon's backstory in the original game, and I guess the developers thought it was funny that he was like supposed to be drunk or hungover or something. I don't know. It was some weird translation thing on that. Anyway, they came here to get closer to that fire hydrant puzzle. That might be the only other extra thing. Ooh, what was this box in the other version? Yeah, I'm gonna play Outbreak. I gotta play Outbreak before RE3 comes out, man. I gotta play that soon. I actually pulled it out and was ready to play it, but then I had too much work to do, and then all this gameplay came out, and so for the channel, maybe I'll play Outbreak on. I don't know. I don't know when I'll have time to do it. Oh yeah, the next video I want to make requires me to play at least the missions that I need to do to get my Easter egg footage. I'll probably try. I'll try to stream it, but I can't guarantee that because I might have to use codes so that I can run through the game and find the screenshots that I need. I don't know. I hadn't played Outbreak since the year it came out. What year did Outbreak come out? And I never played Outbreak 2. So yeah, whenever Outbreak 1 came out, I bought it, bought the freaking 100-foot Ethernet cable, bought the modem, played it for like a million times. It's the slowest load screens ever. And then when Outbreak 2 came out, I was like, nah. Call me when a real Resident Evil game comes out. And then I never got back to it, even though I have had this channel for 4 years or 3 years. And I've had a lot of time to play. I played Resident Evil 3 50 times this month. I still haven't played Outbreak 2 or 1 since that time. Yeah, and you're right. I think all of them so far are Outbreak 2 references. There's just 5 Easter eggs that are from Outbreak 2. Let's actually go through them. Here's my list. There's a Mega Man poster. There's a second Mega Man poster. There's a Dr. Light and Dr. Wily poster. I don't know if it's Dr. Wily, but it looks like Dr. Light, which is another Mega Man's reference. Kite Brothers from Outbreak. And when I say Outbreak, I don't know if it's 1 or 2. Oh, yeah, and this is the part people got really mad at, by the way, because she shot him in the leg and his leg didn't fall off, and it's because the Japanese version does not allow you to decapitate or knock limbs off. The Japanese version, you can't shoot their leg off. So, the Moon Donuts has the Resident Evil ending song. Lone Wolf, pilot from Force Survivor. Blue Mountains, the director's name. Mars Carlisle poster, that's Capcom, whatever that, Captain Commando. There's a lobster. This is more of a callback, the lobster poster. There's an Astro Crunch cereal, and there's an Astro Crush move in Mega Man. That's kind of stretching it. The Big E poster, that's same thing. There's Dino Bites, which is M&M's, and Bubble Bobble. Resident Evil 7 boxes. That's not really an Easter egg. There's the Big Wave Shop. That's from Mega Man. Sigourney Weaver sign. Oh, there's something that says Fox Park. Anybody have an idea what Fox Park would mean? This says Ghost Bogs. What the Number 26, Ghost Bogs. Don't know what that means. I have no idea what that means. The Monster Hunter the pet shop is named after a Street Fighter character called, I can't remember what his name is. I don't remember him from Street Fighter, but it says that it's from Street Fighter. The Elephant Restaurant, Zappado's Beer, Umbrella Noodles, the save theme from the original. Axel says, I think Nikolai will be a boss fight. That'd be interesting. Well, I don't think anything additional happens here except for some of the Easter eggs that I said might be easier to see. So we're going to call that a day. Thank you all for joining me for this late night edition of Theory Chat. Be sure to click the like button on your way out. We had over 400 people in here at one point. We're almost at 200 likes. It's really awesome because I was about to go to bed and I was like, maybe people want to chat about Resident Evil. So let us pick this up again. We'll probably, I don't know, I think we covered it pretty well, even without zooming in. So next thing might be either an Outbreak stream, an RE3 stream, or maybe a Theory Chat. And the next news coming out for Capcom, I don't know. I'm thinking the demo's 3 weeks away. Maybe they'll release some screenshots on Twitter, but yeah, I don't know what the next stop here is. Maybe they let somebody else play live, like IGN. Don't know. And but you do know one thing: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Where's Barry B? You know we'll be on top of it. I didn't see any other YouTube or blogs up at 6 a.m. today, tweeting all the screenshots live, fast. I didn't see any videos this morning. And then at 2 o'clock, I was in both. Well, there wasn't. The second stream never happened, but I was in the chat room. The second stream by myself, and Capcom had to come into the stream because. So basically. Every time you stream on YouTube, it goes to like the same link. So I went to the link from the previous Resident Evil 2 stream, which was last year or whatever. And I'm in the chat room and I'm like, "What's up?" And I'm the only one in there. And I thought I clicked the wrong link. And then Capcom came into the chat room and they're like, "Hey man, we canceled the stream on YouTube." Anyway, that was funny today. So I will catch y'all later. Check you later, evil dudes. And bye, Amanda. Let's do some headshots on the way out.